Hello, all of you. I warmly welcome all of you in the 7th episode of this audio storybook Dreams Woven as Stories. Name of today's story is Pardesh. This story is a original work of fiction. Unless otherwise indicated, all the names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents in this book are either the product of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Story 9th, Pardesh. On the 9th night from the no moon day at 10 p.m., Brahmananda lies down on his bed and starts chanting mantras, meditating on the ancient Indian universities. After a while he falls asleep and dreams. When he opens his eyes, it is 4 a.m. Nothing turns out the way he thought, but he tries to make up a story to start writing without being disappointed, but he fails. On failure, he decides to write only dreams and starts writing. The first scene of the dream. A young man named Aram is going out of the airport carrying his luggage in a trolley. Following him, another young man is going towards the exit with his luggage in the trolley. From a distance, they both look alike. But both of them are from different countries and do not know each other. The exit gate is the entrance to a huge mall. Everyone has to go through the mall at the time of exit. Aram enters the mall. Seeing the prices of goods in the mall, it seems to him that there is very little inflation. He says in his heart that if everything goes well, I will sell my ancestral property and settle here forever. He looks around the mall a bit. After that comes out and takes a taxi to his destination. Second scene of the dream. It has been many years since Aram lived in that country. He works in the research program for the government there. He also buys his own flat and car. One day in the car parking, he gets into an unnecessary argument with a woman. That woman is a native of that country and also runs a campaign on social media against the increasing foreign domination in that country. After argument with Aram, she angrily goes up to her flat by using the lift built in the car parking. Third scene of the dream. Aram with his research group is sitting on a bench listening to a presentation, in a hall. There are very few people in the hall, but all are from his research group. A person is standing on the stage, made in the hall, to give a presentation. The presentation begins. In the presentation, a picture has been drawn in place of the title. In that picture, a figure with 10 legs is standing on the liquid. At the end of the presentation, the person presenting the presentation approaches the Aram, gives him a phone number, and asks to talk on that number. Fourth scene of the dream. Aram talks on the phone and fixes the meeting for the next day. But at night in a dream some woman feeds him laddus made of gram flour of his choice. When he wakes up in the morning, he feels weak. But he takes a car and leaves for a remote isolated place through the highway, where the meeting is already fixed. He feel uncontrolled peed on the way. He parks the car, looking at the public restrooms. The restroom is on the front side above the basement of a very large commercial complex. The Aram goes through the stairs to the restroom. After the toilet, as soon as he opens the gate to exit the restroom. Running fastly, a boy's hand falls on restroom gate and the boy falls on Aram's side inside the restroom. There is a thick blue-colored liquid on boy's face. Two youths come running behind that boy, One of them is wearing a half-transparent mask and the color of the other is completely black. The hair of completely black boy is standing. Small mustache, big sunglasses on his eyes hiding his original face. Both are wearing black coat pants, leather shoes, and white shirts. They both look sharp and smart. The boy, completely black, shows the knife to Aram, and asks him to wipe a little of the blue liquid on the face of the boy, who fell on the floor with a paper. Aram takes out some paper from the roll and wipes half of the boy's face. This guy is the brother of the woman with whom Aram had an argument in the car parking some day earlier. As soon as the face is clearly visible, completely black boy separates the head of that boy from the torso with a knife. Seeing this, Aram gets very scared and screams, but no sound comes out of his throat. After this, both the sharp and smart boys quickly run away from there. The Aram remains standing like cowards. After both the youths run away, the police comes there. It starts raining as soon as the police arrive. Aram tells everything to the policeman. Some policemen go to find those two youths. Fifth scene of the dream. It is raining heavily. Cars are coming fast on the highway. In the middle of the highway, a completely black boy is being held tightly by two men. Both of them pulling him backward by raising one hand each, pushing his back forward with one of their legs, exerted so much force that the young man is stable in his place. Just then a third person comes there and holding the hair of completely black colored boy's head, pulls him backwards and stabs him in the neck and crosses the long pointed soza. A stream of blood bursts out from the young man's throat and starts falling away rapidly. They remain stuck in that state for some time. Then throw it and run away. After that, the police reach there, the black boy is dead and the rain stops. The police do not know anything about the other youth. They take Aram into custody on charges of murder. The boy's father and sister fight a court case against Aram. The boy's sister creates anti-Aram sentiments in the whole country by running a campaign on social media. The court comes under pressure and sentences Aram. Final scene of the dream. Aram is sitting at the airport waiting to board the flight. He is over 50 years old. Less than half of his hair has turned white. He is wearing a black suit. He is being freed under international pressure. Today he is being sent to his country. The airport is completely made of wood. There is neither overcrowding nor any arrangement. Everything looks old and temporary. An officer comes and gives 2 boarding passes to Aram. Officer, another person is also going with you. One is his boarding pass. He will be brought here in a while. Aram, looking passes from closer like his eyesight is weak. The details on this are wrong. Officer, looking at the pass there will be no problem. Still I go upstairs and confirm once. The officer leaves from there. Aram starts moving his eyes here and there silently sitting on his chair. Suddenly, he sees the boy's father and sister, in whose murder conspiracy, he was arrested. When Aram seen them, they start laughing on the Aram. Then the rest of the people sitting there also start laughing. Before Aram could understand anything, the officer brings another person as well. Even less than half of its hair is white. He is also wearing a black suit. He looks just like the Aram. The officer makes both of them sit at one place and goes away. Aram is shocked to see this person. This person has shortness of breath. Both talk to each other intermittently for some time. Person, I was detained 6 months ago and today I am being deported back to my country. After taking pause, I was not even told the reason. I sold everything and invested money here, everything was going very well but suddenly everything got ruined. After taking pause, in these 6 months, my breath has started to swells a lot. Crying, I did not know how. I will die gasping for breath. The Aram looks messed up. Before he could understand anything, he was asked to go upstairs to recollect the right boarding pass. Aram, don't be upset. Everything will be fine. I'll be back soon. Aram went upstairs running. No one is in the office upstairs. After some time a rhinoceros-like man comes dancing and swinging and give passes to him. On getting the pass, Aram runs towards the boarding gate but times win and he lose. He stops seeing the plane in the air. When his attention falls on the television set at the airport, he come to know that a person who looks like him has died, and the television telecasting, Aram died of a heart attack even before boarding the flight by shown that person images. Aram, when looks at the people standing around him, he finds that, they are all laughing at him. Thanking you for listening to this small fiction. Please share with others. We will meet with another story in the next episode. Till then, goodbye, have a nice time.